Good afternoon and welcome once again to the 2023 IHF Children's Handball Education Week, where leading experts throughout the world of handball will share their knowledge and experience in 7 days. This is the 5th day of the Children's Handball Education Week. We had 4 webinars and we will have 2 more during the weekend at the same time, 13 CEST. My name is Adrian Struzik. I'm a member of the IHF media team, and I will be your host throughout this week during all these webinars. Together with our experts, we already touched interesting parts of how to create a good environment for children to thrive in handball, and we will go more in depth in the next days to try and find out some more things to develop children and develop children's handball. Like in the previous webinars, we have translations available. These sessions are in English, but you will have Spanish, French, and Arabic translations. It's very easy. Just go to the bottom of your Zoom app. There is the interpretation icon, the globe icon. Click it, and then you will find the preferred language for you. All these webinars fall under the umbrella of the IHF Education Center, which is available at ihfeducation.info, and you can watch these webinars on demand. So ihfeducation.ihf.info is the website for these webinars for on-demand video. We have the 5th webinar today in the IHF Children's Handball Education Week, and our guest is Adrian Struzik, who will present a theme, a very interesting theme in children's handball, physical activities in children's handball. So Adrian, the floor is yours, please.
Oh, everything is okay?
Everything is good. Yes.
Okay, super. Good morning. Hello. My name is Adrian Struzik, and I have been a handball coach for many years, and now I have master's degree in coaching handball, and I am also a lecturer at the University of Szczecin. My lecture is on advice for development of motor skills in practical examples of handball activities for children, tips and mistakes under 11 and under 13, general recommendation regarding the rules for competition for different categories with practical example. The agenda of my presentation as follows: handball characteristic and requirement. The next, handball characteristic, requirement of handball, short video, biology, conditions for the development of children, men, motor skills, biological conditions for the development of children, women, motor skills.
Adrian, just 1 second, I will interrupt you. The screen is not shared, so if you can share your screen once again,
okay,
so we can see it also. Of course, we understood the agenda and what you will...
agenda, yes.
Yes, we understood, but we need to share your screen again, if possible. Can you share your screen again?
Okay. Now it's okay or not?
It's not. We can't still see it. If you can try once more, please.
Okay,
if it's possible.
I close the PowerPoint and open. Okay.
But you need to share your screen also in Zoom because it's not shared yet.
Okay. Now
it's very good. Thank you very much, and sorry for interrupting. The floor is yours once again.
Okay. Okay. Classification of motor skills, coordination classification, balance, spatial orientation, synchronized movement, reaction speed, adjustment, kinesthetic differentiation, rhythmization, cognitive exercise, strength, and power, endurance, stamina, speed, agility, dexterity, flexibility, mobility, and the last slide, summary. In the presentation, I will show you the characteristic and requirement of the handball game in the context of different motor developmental stage of children and adolescents. The idea is to demonstrate that all abilities develop at different age, and that it is important to determine when and how to conduct them in the most effective way. In the next slide, I will discuss the classification of motor skills. Each of the abilities I will present in the form of short film. Characteristic and requirement. Here we see a table from a research performed by Lars Boysen Michalsik. He was analyzed women and men handball, the Danish league. Michalsik collect data on the characteristic of the player's movement during the game. We can see how much time each athlete spends playing on the pitch. What is the active time of the game and what kind of movement are being done by the players. The table also shows the difference between players of different sexes. Surprisingly, women run more distance during the game when compared to men. The men, on the other hand, they change direction more often and move faster. The analysis give us information on how we should train our players. We see the model we want to strive for the coaches, how to design training to achieve such result in the future. Now, I will show a video of one of the best teams from Champions League and European Championship. Please focus on the other speed, the wide positioning of the players, and how fast they move from attack to defense. These are the requirements of the modern handball player.
Have you ever been the face, been the object of someone's hate? You stood all alone. Have you ever felt this way? Have you ever been betrayed? Labeled words you just can't say. Suffered silently, wanted to be erased. There's a reason to believe again when faith is nowhere to be found. Try to find the strength to try again and stand on solid ground. Difference bring this battle to an end. All at once it makes me stronger. You might have been. Have you waited on peace to feel the freedom of release? Whispered quietly, but now it's time to scream. Mercy triumphs over judgment. Light will always shine. And you won't get the best of me. Difference in this battle to an end. It makes me stronger. You might have been. You're the hero. You're
Now I will show the following slide contains table with information on change in motor skills related to the children developmental stage, both girls. This table is a boys, and the second is a girls. This change can be divided into developmental phase. Every motor skills is developed in a determined phase. The presented table clearly shows which motor ability should be trained and which phase to maximize the training effect. As you probably know, the time between 7 and 10 years is called the golden age of motor skills. Kids in this period learn new elements very quickly and master them without any difficulties. This is the best time to teach them new skills. Girls at age of 10 and boys at 12 undergo dynamic physical changes as they enter their puberty. The hormone released induct rapid growth and change in body proportion. This time should be used wisely to develop strength. At the same time, due to the dynamic growth, the coordination on which we must constantly work will be disturbed. Knowing the time windows of development of a given motor ability, we will able to perfectly match our exercise to the developmental phase of our players. Let's now move to the classification of skills and their presentation. In general, motor skills can be divided as follows: coordination, strength and power, endurance, speed, flexibility, mobility, agility, and dexterity. Let's focus on each one of them. Coordination. Coordination, thanks to which the movement performs smoothly. Coordination consists of the following elements: balance, kinesthetic differentiation, adjustment, rhythmization, reaction speed, spatial orientation, movement synchronization. Balance. This is very well visualized in the one video. The best strategy is to perform simply exercise at first and move on to more complex ones as your players make progress. Start by lifting one leg, then tell the child to close one eye, then both. The systematically progress to jumping up and down will a change of direction. And now watch the film. Standing one leg, It is very important when you will do the plank position to keep straight line on the back. And when you do walking on the bench or taking a certain position, will develop of our balance. Synchronized movement, it involves achieving a unified rhythm of timing in their movement. Watch a video. Next slide presents spatial orientation. This is a next coordination skills. Our player must know where he and the ball are. Spatial orientation is a crucial coordination skill our player must possess, as it involves knowing where both he and the ball are on the playing field. Gymnastic exercise or judo are an excellent way to develop spatial orientation. This is due to the frequent change of body position. All kinds of gymnastic corps will greatly develop this ability. Always use the ball whenever you can. This is important because this is a handball. As for reaction speed, to develop this ability, you should perform exercise that stimulate hearing, sight, and touch to motivate the kid student to do everything as soon as possible. In general, the development of this ability will consist practicing the response to a specific stimulus as quickly as possible. The name of this fun is night and day. Day. Night. Morning. Afternoon. Day. Night. White. Blue. Orange. White. Super. Next, adjustment. To the prevailing condition, your speed, straight leg, speed of movement, strength. We will develop this motility ability using open loop and closed loop exercise, keeping in mind a methodological approach from easy and in place exercise to difficult and in motion exercise. Next slide presents kinesthetic differentiation. It is the ability to combine complex movement part of, for example, throwing ball from jump into a smooth movement. The ball is a key element in the handball game. Let's use it as often as possible. Why design exercise? Next slide, rhythmization. Rhythmization use exercise in which children have to perform movement in a certain rhythm, stimulating the leg, arms, and torso to synchronize work.
Adrian, just a second, if you can describe the actions which are happening during the videos, because we have some questions, and if you can describe what's happening and how do these actions help the children, please.
How to help the children?
No, how, if you can describe what the actions are, how do they help the children develop?
The first give a positive communicate, because all kids it's different and have a good side, and we can looking for a good side is every kids, and all the time give a good signal. This is in my opinion. In my opinion, it's very, very important, because we don't know who play in the handball on the future.
If you can also describe what's happening in the video, for example, in this video you are showing now, can you also say something during the videos? What's actually happening? Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. This video, both legs rhythmic jumping forward and backward. The kids holding the ball and jumping across a line, and sometimes across small obstacles. one leg rhythmic jumps. When we observe that your kids haven't a problem with jumping both leg, you can progress to jumping to one leg. Also backside, you remember in the handball we change direction very often, and very often this is the very important skills that we can change it and move faster during the game. And this video, the guys, this is my son, jumping up from the hurdle. Always when you have a where you have a ball, the kids jumping good, you take the ball and the kids do this exercise with a ball. This is a ladder exercise. The players move together, arm and leg. Okay, cognitive exercise. Adrian, now it's okay when I talk and give introduction of this?
Yes, it's perfect. Perfect. So people can understand what's going on in the video. So you explain to them and they understand what's happening in the video.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Cognitive exercise. I know that it is not strict coordination skills, but I use of this type of exercise very often in my work because this work stimulates the central nervous system and combine movement with cognitive skills. This gives excellent results, especially in warm-up. And watch the video. Cognitive using a double card. Double card show like this. And I describe and this introduction rules during the fun. Each child hold a double card in one hand and a handball ball in the other hand. They run to the center of the playing field where other cards are placed. Their task is to find a matching card as fast as possible and go back running to the starting point. The winner of this small competition is announced by the coach. I like this exercise because it gives opportunity to win not only the fastest child, but the child who can more focus. And now watch a video with this fun. Sorry. Okay. Now, next, strength and power. Strength is called by many the mother of motor skills. A stronger athlete is faster and jump higher. If you have muscle tissue, you are a leaner. Strength training protects against injury. This is a very important point. Protect against injury, strength training. Have that in mind. Exercise that develops strength and power should be included in your training plans. In this slide, I will show you can design training to improve the ability. strength training project rule, and we can start with young players, kids, and I show how we can do. And now I would like to show the strength training project rules. Vertical push, vertical pull, horizontal push, horizontal pull, knee dominant exercise, hip dominant exercise, bilateral exercise, and unilateral exercise. And now watch film where kids made strength exercise. Climbing on the ladder, up and down. We have a pull, push, knee dominant, hip dominant exercise. Stomach muscle. This is very important that the knee is it's not straight. Wherever you can, you use a ball. Back muscle, very important exercise for handball players because we very often pass and throw to the goal. And always today, small kids have not straight back because we spend a lot of time in the sitting position, and this is a big problem now. Vertical pull. We can't go to the gym. we can make a gymnastic exercise. This is a gymnastic exercise. Look, when you have a towel, you can project exercise. Pull up. This is a very difficult exercise for kids. Also, next, pull with different exercise, different trajectory move. Vertical arm push, climbing of the ladder, horizontal arm push, push-ups. When your players have some problems with push-ups, you made a progress. Knee dominant, Bulgarian squat. Now we will see how measure the distance between foot and leg. Knee should spread outwards. Always spread out. At split squat, always the same. Knee should spread outwards. Unilateral exercise, the first contact heel, the push of fingers. Goblet squat, with and without weight. Squat, remember about knee and weight with a stick. Sled squat. When you have a towel, you use hip dominant exercise, unilateral, Romania. This is a deadlift, and also included balance. Look how focused the girls is, very focused. Hamstring exercise. When you would like your players be fast and change direction very often, you must train this part of body. This is a progression, this exercise. When the players have a strength, you can make a progress. In my idea is made of this kind of exercise, especially in warm-up. Cossack squat. Adductors is this. It is always participant in the change direction. Squeeze. This is a exercise to develop squeeze muscle. Copenhagen abductor always. The same. Olympic weightlifting. This is a proposal. This is a fun with stick. The same. Use in the warm-up. Okay. And now power. Lower body power. Jumps across bench with ball. Sorry. Whenever you can, you use a ball. And without break, double leg jumps, one leg jumps, double legs forward jump. We can make a small competition how jumps long in my group. Upper body power, and this exercise I use a ball. I use a ball 1 kilograms, and remember you choose the weight the ball according to body weight your players. This is important. And now exercise. Throwing medicine ball in front of chest, changing the leg, one time right leg is front, next time left, behind. Look the face of the players. It's fun for him.
Why are these important, Adrian? These exercises, what do they do to help the children?
Because the strength of power exercise, do you ask me?
Yes.
The strength or power, do you ask me about
The power, exactly these exercises with the medicine ball.
Because sometimes kids don't know where is the hand, don't feel our body. And when we start a strength training, like this is not gym, not go to the gym. This is not very strength training, because sometimes when the people listen, okay, your coach made a strength training with a kids to 7 years. Oh my God, strength training with a kids 7 years. This is not true, because you fan of strength training, and the kids learn the body and know where is a right leg, left leg, stomach, etc. Sorry, because I don't show all exercise, including power. Okay, next, endurance. There are many methods to develop endurance. Continuous method, for example, 1 hour running without pausing. Intervals method are divided to intensity intervals for anaerobic capacity and extensive intervals for aerobic capacity. And the difference lies in the time of intervals and break between them. Tabata, 20 seconds of work, 10-second break, repeat 8 times in one set for anaerobic capacity. Fartlek, combine fast and slow running period with no break between them. Tabata and intensive intervals shouldn't be used in children until late adolescent after puberty to do much of load. The continuous work is also not efficient in children because of the boredom of this exercise. I would like suggest you to develop this ability by organized training and using the so-called training circle, which allows developing not only endurance, but also other motor skills. It is an interesting method both for a coach and for a kids. And now watch this video. Lateral exercise, dribbling, slaloms. You can see the strength exercise, the vertical, horizontal pull, touching the ball, and defense skills and jumping. And running technique, improving running technique exercise also. Okay, and now speed, agility, and dexterity. These are the next abilities I want to discuss using the video. Speed is an inborn ability, genetically determined. It can be enhanced with proper training by improving the running technique, body positioning, and by increasing the general strength, we can achieve desired effect. Speed can be divided into linear and multidirectional speed. Starting movement, increasing muscle mass, improving running technique, stabilization will have a significant impact on speed and acceleration. We can develop speed and agility in an open system where the player reacts to the sound, color, movement, touch, or movement of colleague. The second way is the closed system where we assign the player the work to do. The reaction time will also have a positive impact on speed and acceleration. Linear speed. During the handball game, we haven't a maximum speed, but for the handball players, it's important to multi-directional speed, slaloms, change direction, braking. This is a very important to handball. Always use the ball. Whenever you can, use a ball.
Should this speed exercises be done in the same training session or in different training sessions?
When you have an all week, we can we get the exercises all week. One day you can make a slalom with line. The next day you can make slalom like this. In my opinion, when I work in kids and when I work with senior teams, I every day give one technical skills exercise. The same strength exercise. One day I give two exercise for knee dominant. Next day I give to
So you like to do a bit of each in every training session if you have 1 week at disposal.
Yes.
Perfect.
I like to small impact,
Perfect.
because the small impact give a big impact.
Yeah.
Okay. Multi-directional movement, especially in the defense. When you would like make more exercise in the defense, you can start in the warm-up of this. This is a fun, very nice fun for kids. Backward steps. You can use during this exercise, the next exercise, you can change and make a crossover. Okay. Next clip below show a video that include flexibility and mobility. If you want to your players to be fast and able to quick change direction, you must train their mobility and flexibility, especially in the hip, ankle, and thoracic spine joint. And now watch dynamic stretching and mobility. In this exercise, open the hip and mobilize thoracic spine joint. This exercise open the hip and mobilize glute muscle. This is the hamstring stretching exercise. And exercise with a ball. Open thoracic spine, open chest, open hip, and change. And change leg. Try this exercise yourself. Sometimes we have a terrible, we don't know which arm is left and right. You can use of this type of exercise in warm-up. 1-2 exercise with the whole group give a big impact and made a progress with all skills. With straight leg, exercise with straight leg. I like use ladder exercise with a small with a kids. Okay. And summary: the balanced development of the child will depend on how we, as teachers, trainers, doesn't their training. A well-designed training process, design training, this is a very important, will certainly allow us to get the maximum improvement out of each of our players. Take a home conclusion. We should start to basic exercise. Sorry. We should start from static to dynamic exercise. We should start with easy exercise and progress to more difficult exercise. When you observe your kids, your players, and you made a decision, okay, this exercise is you can because you know how you made this, and progress to more difficult exercise. I talked about this, and we should use simple message. For example, hand up, foot straight, tighten your stomach, look ahead, back straight, pull your shirt blades together. Where is possible, use exercise performed with a ball. During of this presentation, I talked about this probably 10 times. And the last, for me, very important, make children fun handball and love handball. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Adrian. And we will have some questions now. We had a question on Monday regarding plyometrics.
Yes.
Are they okay to use these exercises with children?
The plyometric training is the power training. This method divides into static and slow and fast plyometric. It depends on the contact with foot on the ground. Slow plyometric contains long time jumps and box. Bouncing pogo hops and depth jumps are the typically fast plyometric. Plyometric is advanced power method, and when you work with kids, the first focus is on correct landing and braking, and we need to introduce exercise that will develop the athlete's strength. This is important. When you would like to use a plyometric, your players will be strong. And you should use simple exercise, teach good technique. You should use the natural needs for children to move and jump, because the kids like running and like jumping and like fun.
Perfect, thank you. One other question is in regards with the time needed to see improvements in children once they start physical training. So how much time do they need to be better, to improve?
In my opinion, when we start this type of exercise, one time a week, we will see a progress.
At what age can the strength and power exercises can be introduced to kids?
Okay, in my opinion, we can start because look, when we observe small kids climbing on the sofa, climbing on the chair, this is a strength training. And the first, learn a technique exercise, squat. I show in my short film how we can learn kids a technique. And the first time it's learn a technique, and the second, when we have kids who can pull-ups, push-ups, squat, has a mobility hip, thoracic. When they start a puberty, you have a time when the hormonal rise is grow up. When we put of this extra, this is a time when the hormones, testosterone and SPH go up. And when we started training, strength training, we have a very nice result. And this time is never come back. It is important. I recommend that. The first, teach technique.
I will link together two questions. One is the best method to work for the strength of the children. And another one is at what age should the gym be used by the children? From which age?
Sorry, I don't see of this method. And when you go to the gym, it is no problem, because look, when the kids made a push-ups, when you go to the gym and say to kids, okay, today we go to the and we will do a bench press, and we give the kids. My son came with together, go to the gym with me, and made right hand have 2 kilograms weight, and left always. This is not very intensive exercise for him, and we spend time together, and we enjoy very nice time.
What weight of the medicine ball and the kettlebell, because you've showed those exercises, are better for 7 to 10 years and then 11 to 14 years?
When we work, I talk about this. The first, learn a technique. We use only 1 kilograms. This is not very big weight. And when we use of this exercise every week, we made small signals to the nervous system, and we build a technique. And when we work with 11 and 30 years old players, we can make exercise with more kilograms balls, because we throw the ball, and we pass, and the shoulder need a strength, need a power.
Girls and boys are obviously different. Should they share the same exercise, do the same exercises? We've seen some of the videos which are done both by girls and boys, but are you of the opinion that they should share the same exercises?
This is no problem. The problem is that the girls have some problems with push-up, because there's a difference between the strength, arm and leg, between boys and girls. Girls, it's a weakness, and always is the same situation. It is a senior team. When we start work with women, you observe the arm is the weakness than leg.
Adrian, thank you very much for your presentation and for your answers. We conclude this webinar here. We will still be here tomorrow and Sunday. Both webinars will be at 13 CEST, continuing the Children's Handball Education Week. For today, thank you very much for your attendance, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.